The 787 has been in service for a long time now, and I think has been a very safe airplane. It's had some manufacturing challenges with joining body parts and such, but we really haven't seen many incidents in the fleet, and so I tend to think that
Right.
that's not going to be the problem here.
Is a Boeing 787 serviced at airline A different than at airline C or airline Q? Is there a difference service to service of the airlines?
You're talking about maintenance
The
service.
maintenance
That's
of the
correct.
GE, the
Yeah.
General Electric engines, the maintenance of the system, is for a grizzled pro like you, is it uniform worldwide?
It's not, right? And so it comes back to training of those staffs on the ground that have to do, sort of line maintenance on the airplane, and training of people inside the bigger engine overhaul shops that are maintaining aircraft. We've looked at the fleet here of Air India Boeing 787s, and there's not an airplane that's younger than 2 years. And the youngest one is a 787-9. So it's likely that the airplane that crashed today, and we hate to hear this kind of news, it's really likely that it's been in service for a couple of years. And so I would expect that the maintenance organization at Air India or some of their contractors have worked on it from time to time.
George, when you see an aircraft like the 787, which is, again, a very sophisticated aircraft, crash right on takeoff, I mean, barely getting off the ground, historically speaking, in past crashes, what have we learned on those types of situations?
Yeah, I mean, usually it speaks to an engine problem, right? At takeoff, the engine is put under the most stress it'll see during a flight. The pilot pushes the throttles forward, maybe to the firewall, maybe not quite, but essentially he's getting the most power out of the engines he can get or she can get as they take off. The video I've seen was of a controlled descent into the neighborhood. Again, I hate to see that kind of footage, but the airplane looked to still be well in control. And so my sense is the pilot couldn't get the power out of the engines they needed to fly. And so again, that's kind of pointing to a potential engine problem.
What type of engines do we know were on this aircraft?
Yeah, these are GE engines. They're GE. I think it's GE 9X or on the 787. A very reliable engine from a very good engine manufacturer.
And we're getting news across the Bloomberg terminal now. Bloomberg News reporting 204 bodies found at the India air crash site. That's according to police. And again, there were 242 souls on board here. George, how widely deployed is the 787? I mean, I love flying on them. I think they're great aircraft when I do go on a long flight. Are they pretty much all over the world at this point?
Yeah, they're in fleets globally. Well over, I think, 1,000 now in service. There's two sort of competing airplanes in this, I'd call it, in this size. It's the A350-9 and the 787. 787's outsold its A350 competitor. Both airplanes, great offerings, and really being sold a lot into global fleets around the world. They're of the size that you could put them into a lot more markets than some of the bigger ones like 777s, and so airlines love it.